Hello, my name's Michael Alexander. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your time for me to share some information that I believe will be of tremendous benefit to you. When I first looked at BitClub Network, really got interested in the Bitcoin mining. That may be your interest, but there's a much bigger picture here that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about. And that has to do with sharing the Bitcoin mining opportunity with other people and the rewards that can bring. As I mentioned in the beginning, I was looking at the passive residual income of getting into Bitcoin mining and earning Bitcoin mining rewards every day for the rest of my life until the last Bitcoin is mined in the year 2140. And as great as that opportunity is, and even though at the time I wasn't looking for a new project and didn't see myself really sharing what had been shared with me, I couldn't help myself when I saw how good it really was for me. It's nothing like getting the rewards yourself in your account every day and seeing the price of Bitcoin going up and up and up to start wanting to talk to people about it. So I did that. I shared it with a few people, as you could if you choose to. And what I found was they were very interested. And they checked it out. They educated themselves. Some needed more education than others, and that's okay. We're all starting from some place, some point. But before I knew it, I had people that were not only joining me with Bitcoin mining, but starting to share with their circle of influence as well. And of course, with my background being in direct sales and having been successful in that industry over the past almost 29 years, having built to the top of 10 companies, the top of the marketing plan, and earning multiple six-figure monthly incomes. The industry's been very, very good to me. I've been the #1 income earner in 5 of those 10 companies. And of the remaining 5, I've always been among the top producers. But I didn't really see myself at my age living in a tropical paradise in Bali, Indonesia. I was comfortable. And I got bitten, though. I call it getting infected by Bitcoin fever. Not malaria, not mosquitoes, but I really got infected with the Bitcoin fever because I saw how it had changed not only my life, but the lives of other people, and how everyone that I shared this information with, if they just stopped and listened and checked it out, was getting involved. And so little by little, I started to pay more attention to the business building or team building side of BitClub Network. And wow, I got to tell you, I've never seen anything build as fast or as big or make as much money as I've been able to do here. And this is the first time that I've never had to really put in a full-time effort. In the past, I've always put in a full-time effort or an all-time effort, literally massive action. But this just makes so much sense when you check it out. And in fact, today I have so many people that are earning multiple six-figure monthly incomes, getting paid in Bitcoin, obviously earning passive income. We all are from our Bitcoin mining. In fact, I started out with 3 Bitcoin mining contracts and then bought another 7 and then another 5, another 5, another 10. And today I don't even know how many I have. It's well over 100. They're all paying me every day. But I was just looking at my back office this month, and just my top spot that I built to the top of the marketing plan very quickly with BitClub Network was averaging almost $6,000 a day, just that one spot. And I have over 100 spots that are paying me every day. I mean, it's just been a life-changing experience, not only for myself, but with everyone else that I've had the good fortune of working with BitClub Network. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Now, if you choose to do that, the compensation plan, as you'll find, is extremely lucrative. In fact, it's the best compensation plan designed by professional networkers who really understand the type of comp plan that's needed for this type of business model, because there's never been anything like this. This isn't a traditional 20th century network marketing business model that I believe is seriously flawed. The world we live in has changed so much. I mean, we literally, with Bitcoin mining, it's like having a gold mine. It's just a question of how much gold you want to take out of that mine. Now, with Bitcoin mining, as you've been learning, it isn't about digging in the ground. Sometimes people think that. But it's about the processing, the computers required to solve the mathematical problems created by the ever-changing and ever-increasing in difficulty algorithm. And each block is, completed in about 10 minutes. And if you're one of the Bitcoin mining pools that gets it right, then you're the one that's awarded the Bitcoin for that block. And that's how new Bitcoins are entered into the market. And doing the Bitcoin mining is really great, but showing other people how they can participate in overriding them is tremendous. I want to share just a few quick questions as I wrap things up here for you today. We'll do a more detailed explanation of the comp plan soon, or maybe we can do it now based on your time availability. But when you look at this business model, what finally dawned on me that I now share with other people that have been involved in our industry. And when I say our industry, I'm talking about the direct sales industry. Here's a question that I ask, my colleagues, my peers. I say, based on your experience, past and present, has there ever been a product or service that you've offered, or a business opportunity that you offered where no one ever got hurt? Now, sometimes I'll get a sarcastic remark, like, what do you mean get hurt? And so let me explain myself. If people invest their time and their money and their reputation into any business opportunity and it doesn't work out for them, which unfortunately in the direct sales industry, most people don't have success. So without getting into why some people have more success than others, I'm talking about just products that people buy that are overpriced because in the traditional network marketing model, they mark things up so much that you have a product that is overpriced for the marketplace and a brand, a company name that no one's ever heard of. So there's no loyalty, no brand loyalty or brand recognition. And then, people go out and try to sell that product. And we wonder why they don't have success. And maybe they don't even have sales skills or the other skills like communication skills to be successful. So I tell them, look, I want to share something with you that I found where nobody can get hurt. Even if they choose not to tell anyone, they want to keep it to themselves. If they want to keep it secret, that's okay. They're never going to get hurt because they make a one-time investment into either a partial share or a full mining share that's going to pay them every day for the rest of their life. They're going to get that investment back plus more Bitcoin than what it cost to get started in their first year alone. And then because of the automatic repurchase of the mining share, in the second year, they're getting paid a lot more Bitcoin than they did the first year because now they're getting paid on more than one contract. And that will continue until they're getting paid on more than 2 contracts. So every day, as we move forward, we're actually earning more and more Bitcoin. It's the most unbelievable model. And when people can get a return, even without lifting a finger or doing anything, people don't get hurt. Because if they invest time or money, or frankly both, not to mention their reputation, and it doesn't work out for them the way they intended it to, I call that getting hurt. The other thing that I ask my peers and colleagues, I say, look, regardless of the success you've had in the past or in the present, no matter how much money you've made, if you got paid on every single person that ever joined your team, how much more money would you be making? Well, it's almost hard to fathom because we know that most people quit. But imagine if no one ever quit, because here no one ever quits. They're going to get paid every day, whether they're building the business or not. They don't have to buy a check they're never going to receive like they do with traditional network marketing here. It's a one-time investment. Now, they can always buy more mining contracts if they choose to, which is what most people do, just like me. But the reality is they can get involved in something, or if you decide to build the business, you're going to get paid because your people are getting paid every single day, and you can override what they're receiving. And then some other things that I share with them, which is really mind-boggling when you think about it. I mean, it just opens people's eyes. They're never the same after a conversation with me. I ask my peers and colleagues, just imagine that on top of that, getting paid on everyone that ever joins your team, you're getting paid in Bitcoin, which right now, you're not paying tax on Bitcoins that you're earning. Imagine that if you and I were making exactly the same money, but I'm getting paid in Bitcoin, but you're getting paid in whatever currency in whatever country you happen to be in, if you're not reporting that income and paying taxes on it, then you're probably going to have consequences, not good consequences, bad consequences. And so you got to subtract from that whatever it is you're making. So even if we're making the same, we're not making the same because with the Bitcoin, there's not a tax on it. And then here's the best part. Because no matter how much money you're making with traditional network marketing, we understand inflation and how money buys less in the future than it does in the present. In fact, you take the almighty dollar in the last 100 years, today it buys 4% of what it bought 100 years ago. It's decreased in value over 96%. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is increasing in value. A year ago, earning $100,000 a month was a great income. $100,000 a month in Bitcoin, though, this year, those Bitcoin are literally more than 4 times more valuable than they were last year. So imagine earning $100,000 in Bitcoin last year, and this year that $100,000 in Bitcoin is really worth almost $500,000, at least $450,000, and it's going to keep going up and up and up. Imagine, when you look forward, if Bitcoin goes to 10,000 a coin in just the very near future, most people believe in the next 18 months. I say give it 24 months, however long it takes, whether it goes to 10,000 or 20,000 in the next 2 years. If you're earning 100,000 today, and Bitcoin's 2,000 a coin today, and it goes to 10,000 a coin, that's an increase in value of 5 times, just like we've seen in the past year alone. So it gets very exciting, especially when you look further down the road and you know what the price is likely going to be in the next 4 to 5 years or the next 8 to 10 years. In fact, let's talk about the next 8 to 10 years, or even if it takes 11 or 12 years. The experts agree that the price of Bitcoin within the next 10 years could easily soar past $1 million a coin. Imagine earning it at today's price. You could earn hundreds, even thousands of Bitcoin now at this price, and then watch it go up in value. I mean, that's a game changer. That's going to change so many people's lives if they just wake up and pay attention. I tell everyone you owe it to yourself. Now, just briefly the comp plan, and then we can go into a more detailed explanation at a better time. But with our compensation plan, yes, you get paid a direct commission. Every time someone joins your team that purchases a Bitcoin mining contract, you can earn up to 8% direct commission. Now, that volume, which is paid in Bitcoin, by the way, we pay in Bitcoin, we get paid out in Bitcoin, but that volume associated with those Bitcoin is going into a binary, which is the best way for the average person to make a lot of money quickly with a binary. But for those people who, like myself, want to build a big team and really want to make serious, I call it, insane money, I like the 8-generation check match. As a matter of fact, my income today is greater off of my check match from other people cycling in the binary and earning their binary checks, and me getting a check match on that because I get $10 every time anyone in my 8 generations is cycling and making money. I just was looking at that today, and it was thousands and thousands of dollars that I earned today just off check match alone, plus my binary income. And that we're talking about just off one position. Now, even better, if you've ever worked a coded plan, which I have, if you're going to be in the business long term like we are, we have a long-term, sustainable, viable business model. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And we're one of the foremost, most respected, and largest Bitcoin mining pools in the world. I mean, we also mine other things too, other legitimate cryptocurrencies, and we'll talk more about the entire product line at a future time. But with the coded plan, you can literally earn a Leadership Infinity bonus of up to 3% on the code. Anywhere from 1% to 3%, depending upon how big a team you build or how many people you actually personally sponsor. Now, the details we can explain. In fact, we've got some great videos that you can definitely take advantage of. Watch those. We explain the compensation plan in detail. I tell people not to worry too much about the comp plan. It'll take care of itself. It's computers and technology and programming. It automatically takes care of itself. We have such a simple business to talk about and to share with people. And of course, Bitcoin's in the news. It's in the media everywhere. It's just incredible opportunity and timing to really take advantage of right now. So I encourage you to do that, to take it serious. Check it out. Educate yourself and take advantage to the best of your ability. You'll be glad you did.